It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the Tennessee Volunteers return team will have that offense. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And the ball's headed quickly to the line.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. So Georgia's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Here's the handoff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. First down, the throw. Gets a hand on the pass, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands, guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option, you're not.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Hurtado. Extending the play. He'll fire to his right. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now adjusting. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Shakes off the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Vols moving quickly to the line. The option look. Now the toss. Still on his feet at the 35. Got a lot of running room. The 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Got his man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll leave it with him. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Line getting set on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Hurtado. Floating away. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just... makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's 1st and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
Tennessee, 14. Georgia, 10. Return.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the Volunteers want to move quickly. On 3rd down, going up top. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part scoring. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them and playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Keeps it and gets the first down. And the 35, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against it. He's just...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Hurtado. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds his man. It's Horn. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the... And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
And the Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Hurtado. Dances away to buy time. Gets rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half. Man, you're starting to get down to the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This crowd knows when to bring it. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter.
Touchdown, Georgia! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away on the opening play of the third quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on third down. The Vols send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the Vols will...
Number 14.
Back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking everything.
Afterburners coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Hurtado. Takes the easy completion. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long. Trying to get to it. Catch in the middle. It's Rhodes. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Dogs have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion. The give to the tailback.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. He has 89 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Back to throw, it's Hurtado. Touchdown, Dogs! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Minnesota. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected.
He's got it down the left. He's loose. Touchdown ball! What a catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Shakes off the defender. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground game on the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Hurtado. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
You know what's great about rivalry games?